If you're a swine producer, or maybe you just have a backyard 4-H or FFA project, or maybe you're a large commercial producer, you may have read in the news recently about African swine fever. African swine fever is found in Africa, some parts of Eastern Europe, and some other areas, but recently it's been found in China, and it's continuing to spread across that country at a rapid pace. The virus is very difficult to destroy. It survives for long periods of time in the soil and in blood and in uncooked pork products. One of the most troubling aspects of this virus is that they've done some modeling and proved that it can survive in feed ingredients that travel from other countries into the United States. Most pigs would get this virus from even having close contact with other pigs or by ingesting it in some type of contaminated food. Animals that get infected with the virus, typically you're going to find animals that die very quickly. Those that survive are not going to want to eat. They'll have high fevers, lay around a lot. You tend to see some skin lesions, such as some red blotchy or blackened areas. Sows that are pregnant will abort. The other common clinical sign that you'll see is some type of bleeding episode, whether it be a nosebleed or have a bloody diarrhea. There is no treatment for this disease, and there's no vaccine to prevent it. So producers have to rely on following their biosecurity protocols to keep this disease out of their herd. Now, the chances that this disease winds up in the United States are pretty remote. We have protections in place to try to keep this virus out of our country, and so I would be very surprised to see it enter here. But that's no excuse for us not to be aware of the disease and not to be sure and practice our good biosecurity protocol. I think we all have to keep in mind that a few years ago, porcine epidemic diarrhea virus wasn't in this country either, and somehow it got to China, and a few years later it was found in the United States. So please be cautious about this disease and keep your herd protected. If you'd like to read a little bit more information about African swine fever, if you'll go to sunup.okstate.edu, we'll put some information there for you.